I'm gonna do an intimidation on them.
No, these are elven soldiers.
You can't.
Oh, they're friendly?
Yeah.
Truck Owlbreaker here. Right at your service, sir.
All right, so does anybody
take my
want
money.
to make purchases from the Enchantress store? I have everything set up now. So, Andy, do you have enough for the Elven Chain?
I do, yeah.
That is perfect. Elven Chain is pretty much your dream armor. So, Elliot, they engrave a nice gem slot on the side for it, and it looks fantastic. Chuck, are you buying anything? All right.
Okay, we're now going straight to the queen.
You guys start making your way across the bridges, and you see just armies upon armies of elves fully donned in Asolonian steel full plate armor. They are going.
Before we enter, can I put our sweet Taravarian steel in my bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's hide that.
Max, what do you
Connor, I
do?
spit. I'm gonna spit on the ground near one of the soldiers when they walk by.
What is wrong with you?
Why?
I roll.
So you spit on one of the ground. You spit on the ground.
I don't
that
spit on him. I spit near him.
No, not with a 4.
No. I was aiming. That wasn't my
You
aim.
spit
That was
on him.
my decision. Wow, that was my
And the captain comes up to you, and he says, "You're clearly not from here." He says, "You know that is a crime."
You better apologize.
Says who? By what law?
Okay, wait. I want to step in. I want to step in and say, we're so sorry. This is our foolish friend, and we'll keep him on a shorter leash while we're here.
So Max, he grabs you, and you are now in restraints within like a minute.
Hey, this is a way to get to the queen.
What prisoner gets brought to the queen for spitting on a soldier?
Yeah, good question.
As long as we get Maria in front of the queen.
We've got his brother. Max can play as Thorin next week.
That was clever.
Andy, I'll take that into consideration for next week. Max is
We're
being
gonna-
escorted to the dungeon. Does anybody else want to commit any crimes to be with him? Nope.
He can sit there.
Is the guy touching my hands, by the way?
Why?
I'm just asking if the guard is touching my hands. Like, how many guards are taking me to the dungeon, and is the guard that's...
3, and you're chained up by something you cannot break.
Is one of them touching my hands?
Yes, one of them is holding your hand and escorting you, Max.
Thank you. Okay, I'd like to know that for future reference. Thank you. Yo, come break me out.
No.
You can sit there.
Nah, absolutely not. Not doing it. No one cares.
Is there by any chance a local dining establishment wherein one might get a large glass of refreshing boxing?
Tavern is the Curious Knight.
All right, so can I, instead of the bridge, I say that I'll meet you or find you at the Curious Knight. Don't
So,
have your moxie.
so Maria, you are going to walk into the throne room.
Nah.
She asks you to stop at the bottom of the stairs. Tarell, you made it off the ship?
Dearest Aunt, I'm so glad to be here alive. I'm so glad to see you.
So then you hear, "Oh my goodness, is that Tarell? Ah, thank the divines that she's safe." And you see Ganymede walk from the side of the throne.
Burn.
And he says, "Tarell, I'm so sorry we weren't able to save you. The savage Bagratarians, they attacked the ship and we had to get off. It was all we could do." And you see him with he's got this like wooden like prosthetic arm.
Does it squeak a lot when he moves it?
Yeah.
I don't address Ganymede. I simply address my aunt and say, "Dearest aunt, may I please come towards you?"
She says, yes, of course. We're just glad that you made it out okay. I know that we were not on the best of terms, but we will defend our own when the Bagradarians attack."
I'm so glad to hear that, dearest aunt. Is there any chance that I could have a moment to speak with you? I would love for you to meet my friends that I've been traveling with.
She says, "Oh, have they looked after you to protect you?"
They have with all of their being, and I would bring me so much pleasure if you could meet them. Unfortunately, one of them got taken away. There was a misunderstanding with one of the guards, and so before we can all come together, I'm going to need him released as well.
Ganymede will escort you and all of your friends to their new quarters.
I appreciate the escort from dearest Ganymede. However,
So he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "We'll be right off, and we'll get your friend Garrick, was it, out of the dungeon as soon as we can." So he kind of guides you away from the throne.
I shake his hand off me. I don't want that slimy creature touching me.
That wooden hand.
What?
Yeah, so he has his wooden hand on your
I
shoulder.
shake it off because he clearly can't hold his grip.
Is there any other request that I can do in these trying times? I apologize, I will be quite busy over these next few weeks.
I do request an audience with you, a private, personal audience with you.
She says, "I will get to you as soon as I can."
That's not good enough, dearest Aunt. I'm telling you, these are dire times. I need to speak with you later. I have valuable information, and I think you would be very inclined to hear it.
I really, really do appreciate that, but I'm leading a war effort. Please send any information through Chancellor Ganymede. Please do be courteous. He is our guest in in this palace. So Ganymede says, "Come now, Tyrell. Let's go get your friend."
Let me at him.
Oh,
Let
the
me
forge.
at him.
Chuck,
Let
Not the
me at
coffers?
him.
The coffers!
Let me at him.
You wouldn't fight a one-armed man, would you?
Yeah, I would. That dude's the devil.
Ganymede seems very calm here.
I don't trust him. Somebody help me.
Trap.
When we're all there, we got him. Like, bro, I'm gonna be a little stabby. With
Yeah,
that.
okay, well, we're not all here. It's me and him.
Ganymede is walking down the streets, and he says, "It's a magnificent army, isn't it? It's crazy what just a few elves can put together overnight when pushed."
I continue to ignore him.
So he says, "So I'm assuming Garrick was in prison because he did something against the elves. You know how he is.
I
And
continue to ignore him.
I guess the rest of your degenerate friends are in that slimy tavern down the way. This is his army now."
Fine. I indulge his boasting. Ask him, what's his numbers? I'm so interested in this grand army you have managed to conjure. How many soldiers do you have?
He says, "I'm so glad you asked. Well, with the Asolonian army, there's over 100,000 soldiers. And that's including the Thambarian reinforcements, and we're getting Valamire on our side as well."
Wow, that's very impressive, especially in such a short amount of time.
He says,
Have you deployed any of those of your boats or any soldiers yet?
"Oh yes, they're all moving already. I do hope you'll come to my ceremony, though."
Oh, what ceremony is that, you slimy pig?
He says, "The queen, your aunt, is making me her general."
Can you just send me a message in your mind so I can murder this person?
I have to be able to see you.
Ganymede, he walks you up to your room, and he, pushes you into the room. He says, "My men will be seeing you shortly," and he shuts the door.
God! Where are you? Let me know!
So,
I'll kill him!
you guys are in the tavern, and all of a sudden, you see, 8 Asolonian soldiers. They come in, and they're like, is Chuck Owlbreaker, Riker Hawksworth, and it says Phi here?
And I turn and I say, "It's pronounced Vi."
I'm gonna do an intimidation on them.
No, these are
No.
elven soldiers.
You can't.
Oh. They're friendly?
Yeah.
Truck Owlbreaker here. Right at your service, sir.
We're going to take you to the finest establishment that Zenthal has to offer, and you can reunite with Tarel. She has requested that you get the utmost service and stay at the finest estate we have to offer. Green Griffin Inn is what we made the dining hall last year for a banquet.
It
That's
is,
also,
actually.
The finest estate that Zenthal has to offer. You guys all reach the Green Griffin Inn. You guys can get some food there. It is fine stuff, and I'm pretty sure the queen is covering it.
You better be.
You guys stock up on a bunch of food, and you get taken up to your room, and you open the door, and you see Tarell sitting there.
No, I'm laying across the bed, hopeless.
You see Tarell laying across the bed, hopeless.
I want to say that looks fun, and I want to lay down next to her and look equally hopeless, like as hopeless as she looks.
Okay, make a performance check.
Whoa!
Some high
No pressure,
stakes.
bud. No pressure.
18.
You did it.
Pretty hopeless. Garrick is here. They uncuff him and they say, "Sorry for the inconvenience. Don't do it again."
Good, great. So shut the door and let's have a conversation. I tell them everything that happened with the queen and that nasty piggy wiggy with his squeaky little arm is around and being a butthead. But we are in the queen's good favor. She is going to allow us access to the Royal Forge and cover any expenses that we accrue here in the city, and she can, whatever.
Any expenses? Like we can go shopping and buy whatever we want?
No.
Oh, damn.
I gotta go, people. I gotta find Ganymede, and I gotta go warn my family. Where is he?
Chuck, what if we bring him to us?
Do it. Summon him.
We need to go to the Royal Forge first and get this Torvorian.
No, I want vengeance. I took an oath of vengeance. That is my call.
If we kill Ganymede, we're pretty much gonna have to get out of town right away.
Why?
Because Ganymede is a general.
Made him supreme commander, and when he dies, they're going to assume it was an assassination by his enemies.
Maybe gather some more information. Where could you get some information? Perhaps the world's largest database of information?
We need membership cards.
Where is he?
I'm Tarell Whitesmith. I go where I want. I want to go to the library. I'm going to the library.
No, I'll wait, but I'm gonna wait only if I get my orcish hands on him.
We promise you to him.
When we get him, not if,
Good.
when you deliver the kill shot.
Thank you.
You guys sleep the night and you're going to act tomorrow. How about that? You guys wake up, you go to the forge. It's actually beneath this giant tree. Okay? And you go down there and you see this this person just like mass producing this Asolonian steel, and they say, the queen sent you. So you tell them what's going on. You're like, we got this special metal. He's like, okay, I can forge it for you for a price.
I thought the queen was going to cover.
Yeah, well, for a price?
But with the queen's, I want to say to him, but with the queen's discount, of course.
Well, no, the queen said we could have access, which means that you do the queen's bidding. The queen sent us. You do the queen's bidding.
The queen said access. The queen didn't say handouts.
I just want to insist that we get the family discount, and that we be treated right here, because it's only correct. He wouldn't want to be heard gouging prices for royalty.
Fine. What do you guys want?
5 pieces of jewelry and a knife.
I will have it done for you by the end of the day. You're free to wait around or head throughout the city. It's nice to have you back, Whitesmith.
Is it go time? Is it go time?
Thank you. I appreciate your help in this matter. We will check back in with you in a little bit. Max, why do you keep saying I need something to get into the library?
You need a membership card to access the library.
Okay, great. Connor, do I have a membership card?
The Whitesmith family plan.
Great, we're going to the library.
The Whitesmith family plan.
You promised we'd go to the forge, and then it was my turn.
I skip across the bridge. Let's go!
It gives you basic membership.
Basic membership, no guess.
Do they have any fighting rings or anything here that we could let Truck blow off a little steam?
I only have one person that I have my mind on, and that is Ganymede. And you promised after we went to the forge, Elliot, that we would go and I would get to do the chop.
It's going to be till the end of the day, truck.
Fine, do what you need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm exploring.
Back at the forge. We'll be back in the forge in a few hours.
So Chuck is exploring. You guys see like some clouds rolling. It's just a storm. You know, it's spring. There's going to be lots of storms. You guys are in a city, so you'll be fine. but there's going to be a storm tonight. So, Marie, you walk into this magnificent library. You see it towers up and down, and you just see books floating around from one spot to another. You see Warforged researching and scanning and moving books and, like, scribing down their findings.
I'm a happy little elf.
You see researchers, wizards, all sorts of things, just, like, gaining so much knowledge here, and you see a big, big shrine to a pink crystal guy.
I'm
You should
so
get more
proud.
information.
Great. So I'm going to go research in the war section. I want to know movements. I want to know plans. I want to know everything there is to know about Gamamidi.
So you see 3 fleets of Elven and Thambarian ships sailing up the channel through the Moon Sea and going to Bagradas, and you see like 4 sections of just like heavy military moving through the woods. They are going all out at Bagradas, and you see Bagradas like deploying some ships and some armies, but it is nothing in comparison, and you know that they're going to get completely wiped out.
Can I get some research on Mr. Stubhand?
You search him up, and you start reading through his name, and his name is Ganymede Lumeris. You see that he actually had a brother a while ago that was a nobleman before he was, his older brother. Before Ganymede was a nobleman, his brother owned Ganymede's like estate. He owned a lot. He was a very wealthy nobleman. He was honorable. He helped fight in the Great War, and Ganymede was always second to him. That older brother was assassinated, and Ganymede took the family name.
I wonder who it could be.
Cool.
So, Connor, now I want to go find a librarian head person because I've got some messages I want to send to other libraries.
All right, so you approach the... So, Chuck, you start blowing off some steam in the city, right? You're
Yep.
going for a walk.
Yep, I went for a walk.
And the storm starts to roll in. Are you going to head back, or are you going to keep going for your walk?
I'm gonna head back.
You start running back through the streets, and you get a little disoriented. You're going to make an intelligence check to get on the right path.
Awesome.
Oh.
Awesome.
Why? Why?
Awesome.
Why? Always. Why?
It's this guy's problem.
So you find yourself, like, lost
Oh, sweet.
in the middle of just an alley at near one of the markets.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn around and you see, like, a few people looking at you.
Okay.
And they start walking towards you now that it's dark.
I have dark vision, so I can see them.
You can see them. And you see them take out a knife from under their cloak. And then you see about 8 other people in the market take out knives and start approaching you.
Intimidation? Can I do an intimidation check?
You could do an intimidation with disadvantage.
No. Awesome. Awesome.
And they start approaching at you, and 2 of them start running at you.
Awesome. Awesome. This is the funnest game ever. I love this game.
You gotta sell those dice and buy new dice.
Right?
Burn them.
So
Cleanse it with fire.
you swing at them, one of them slides under it, one of them jumps over. The one that slid, you like kick him to the side, but the one that jumped on top slashes you across the arm. You take 12 damage. So you swing the hammer up at them, and they almost go flying. Roll for your damage for your Minotaur's Bane and the Smite. 14 damage. So that first, like, assassin dies. But now 3 of them are on top of you. The first one, they jab a dagger through your banded mail, and it stabs you. The second one deflects off, and the third one hits your leg. So 18 damage.
I have 9 hit points left, boys and girls.
Well, you can play as Thorin tomorrow.
Are you going to try to run, or are you going to make another attack?
How many are on me?
So you look up, and you see that there are 3 of them on you, and there's only 2 more approaching. You thought there were more.
Don't die, truck.
Of course. Why would I hit anybody?
So you swing and they dodge it. So all three of them miss you. It's just deflecting off of your armor.
Okay.
And the last two are on top of you. If you want, I will let you do a very fancy spinny move attack.
Great sword with thunderous smite.
So you slash across and you hit 4 to the 5 of them. Now you do your damage with your great sword and thunderous smite. All 4 of them fall to the ground, and you see the last one pull out a pistol
Of course.
and point
What
it
a
at
woods. I brought a sword to a gunfight. Never a good idea.
you. And all of a sudden, you see something appear through his chest, and it looks to be like a spearhead.
Ooh.
And you see him fall to the ground, and lightning strikes behind, and you see this figure standing there. And they start walking towards you. And this armor doesn't match anything that you've ever seen before.
Ooh.
You see them yank out their javelin,
Ooh.
and they walk up to you, and they say, "Are you Chuck Owlbreaker?"
I am. I'm bleeding out.
So they throw you a healing potion, and they say, "I've been looking for you."